Hi everyone. So today we're gonna read creepypastas, and I'm here with.
Uh, eh, do I exist now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you.
All right. Hello everybody. The name's Cova Cartoons, mates. I'm here with Isaac. Here, we're gonna read some. We're gonna do some
Dad.
stuff.
Please ignore the intrusions. They happen a lot in my house. Don't worry.
Well, anywho, I hope everyone's having a pleasant evening or day, afternoon, depends on your time zone. Me and Isaac here are going to be reading or as I like to call them, crappy pastas. Oh, roasted.
Yes. Okay. Now let us read this awful pasta. But first, we planned out a thing where we have to draw with the person who's not reading. So I'm gonna read first, and then she is gonna read the next. So you're gonna draw.
So, he's gonna read the first sentence thingy, I think, right?
So I'm gonna let you present. I'm gonna let you present for now.
Okay.
So you can draw. You could draw I guess you could draw Sonic.exe if you really wanted to, because that's
Sure.
what the main stuff we're doing. So.
All right. So do I read the next creepypasta or the next sentence or something?
Next paragraph after the thing I'm about to read.
All right, tell me when I gotta read, okay?
I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer Sonic games, but I don't mind playing the classics. I don't think I have ever played a glitchy or hacked Sonic games before. I don't think I want to play any after the experience I had. Your turn.
It started on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed. I liked how you get to explore the towns in it, until I noticed out of my peripheral vision that the mailman had arrived and put something in my mail basket as usual and left. I paused my game to go and see what I got in the mail. The only thing in the mailbox was a CD case for computers and a note. I took it inside. Your turn.
Is it my?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, it's you. What the?
Okay, let's see.
Okay, no, okay. I looked at the note first and realized it was from my dearest friend, Kyle. Oh, Park now. Let's just call him that. Well, I hadn't heard from him in like 2 weeks. Know that because though it looked badly scratchy and someone different to read, as if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is what he wrote. Okay, now it's your turn.
Tom, I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late. And I was hoping that you'd do it for me. I can't do it. He's after me. And if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast for me. Please, Tom, destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you too. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc and you'll destroy him. But do it quick or otherwise he'll catch you. Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. Just destroy it. Please. Kyle.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay. Let me do you know. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now let me look. Well, that was really weird. Even though Kyle is my best, seen him in 2 weeks, I didn't. I'm a bad friend then.
What?
A simple disc would do that.
Oh.
to him. After all, hey, boy, was I wrong about that. It's your turn. You have like the longest paragraph in probably this whole story.
Okay.
Wait.
Anyway, so wait, which part am I gonna do? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I see. I see. Hang on, I see. Anyway, I looked at the disc and it looks like any ordinary computer CDR disc, except it had a black marker on it written Sonic.exe. It was much unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning that he must have gotten it from someone else, like a pawn shop or eBay. When I saw Sonic on the writing of the CD, I was actually excited and wanted to play, since I'm a big Sonic fan. Do I keep going, or? I think...
Is it my turn to read, or like...
I think...
I turn to read now, I guess. So.
Okay.
So where were you?
I was at go to like I went up to my.
Anyway, I look like at the disc. It looks like an orgy. Oh wait, you already read it. Oh, I went up to my room. I turned on my computer and put the disc in, and installed the game. When the title screen popped up, I noticed that it was the first Sonic game. Awesome, because I have said earlier I like the classic Sonic games. My game let them asthma right now. That was out of the place for start. And there was a split second. I saw this turn into something much different. Something that the freak. I'm stuttering. That I'm now concerned, horrifying. Black. Okay, is your now?
I remember what the image looked like in that split second before the game. Yeah, I remember what the image looked like in that split second before the game cut to black. The sky had darkened. The title emblem was ruined. The second 1991 was now instead Sega 666, and the water had turned red like blood. Except it looked hyper realistic.
Oh, that's a word you never want to use in your creepypastas. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Is it my turn?
Sure. Yep. It's your turn.
Okay, now you're gonna frick. It's not gonna frick. Why is it doing that? There we go. You're presenting to everyone now, I believe.
Yeah, I'm making the edgy art.
Okay, you see. Where you what was next? The character select screen or
the character select?
Oh yeah, I think it's the character screen. Yeah, right. What freaked me out more was the character select screen. It showed only Tails, Knuckles, and I surprised Dr. Robotnik. I was sure that something was up. I mean, how can you play as Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, as I like to call him, in classic Sonic games? We're crying out loud. Okay, it's your turn.
All right. Where? Wait. I think we skipped one.
Just screw it. I don't care.
Okay. That's when I realized that this wasn't a glitchy game. It was a hacked game. Should I keep going with the next one since that was really short? Yeah, it definitely looked hacked. It was really creepy, but as a smart gamer, I wasn't scared. Or at least I tried not to be. I told myself it was just a hacked game and there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, shaking off the creeped out feeling. I picked File 1 and chose Tails when I selected and got started. The game froze for about 5 seconds, and I heard a creepy pixelated laugh that sounded an awful lot like that Kefka guy from the Final Fantasy before cutting to black. There's a lot of cutting to black.
Why?
What is it?
Bring Final.
It's in the script. Come on, mate. It's in. Yeah. Yeah, it's your turn.
The screen started black for about 10 seconds or more, then it slowed the... Wait. Wait, let me see. Crap. I don't know which one it was. I'm confused. I think it was the screen started...
It's the screen stayed black for about 10 minutes, seconds or more. Then it showed the typical level title thing. I think, honestly, that one of us should read one fan fiction and the other should read the other.
Read the fan fiction, or do you want me to read the fan fiction?
I can read it if you want, but how about, you can draw the edgy Sonic.exe. I'll just keep with the head I have here, and, I guess I could read it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, loves, I'm gonna take it from here. The screen stayed black for about 10 seconds or more. Then it showed the typical level thing, except the simplistic shapes were different shapes of red, and the text showed only Hill, Act 1. The screen faded in, and the level title vanished, revealing Tails in the Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1. The music was different, though. It sounded like a peaceful melody in reverse. Anyway, I started playing and had Tails start running like it would in any of the classic Sonic games, which was odd that as Tails was running along in the level, there was nothing but flat ground and a few trees for 5 minutes. That was when the peaceful music started to lower down into slow, deep tones as it went very slowly as I kept going. I suddenly saw something, and I stopped to see what it was. It was one of the small animals lying dead on the ground, bleeding. That is when the music started to slow down. Tails had a shocked and saddened look on his face that I never saw him have before. So I had to move along and kept that worried look on his face. He kept moving. I saw more dead animals as Tails moved past them, looking more and more worried as the music lowers, and he moves past more dead animals. I was shocked to see how they all died. They looked like someone had killed them in rather gruesome ways. A squirrel was hanged on the tree with what appeared to be his entrails hanging out. A bunny had all 4 of his limbs torn off, and a duck had his eyes gouged out and its throat slit.
Yeah.
I felt sick to my stomach when it saw this massacre, and apparently so did Tails. After a few more seconds, there were no more animals, and the music seemed to have stopped. I still kept Tails to continue. After a minute passed after the music had stopped. Tails was running up a hill, and then he stopped. It wasn't until I saw why. Sonic was there on the other side of the stream with his back against Tails with his eyes closed. Tails looked happy to see Sonic, but then his smile faltered, obviously noticing that Sonic wasn't responding to him, if not acting as if he was totally oblivious of Tails' presence. Tails walked slowly towards Sonic, and I noticed that I wasn't even moving my keyboard to make him move. So this had to have been a cutscene. Suddenly, I began to have a growing feel of dread as I walked closer to Sonic to get his attention. I felt that Tails was in danger, and that something bad was going to happen. I heard faint static growing louder as Tails was but inches away from Sonic and stopped and stuck his hand out to touch him. That forebody and feeling in my gut was growing stronger, and I felt the urge to tell Tails to get away from Sonic as the static grew louder. Suddenly, in a split second, I saw Sonic's eyes open, and they were black with those glowing red dots. Just like that title image, though there wasn't a smile. When that happened, the screen turned black and the static sound was off.
Ooh, that's very scary. Are you done?
Down. Huh?
Oh, wait, are you still reading or like...
I'm still reading.
Oh, did you like stop for a second?
Huh, my microphone must have cut out. At this point, I was creeped out. I didn't even want to continue with the game. But my curiosity got the better of me when I was taken to a different level with the level title now saying, Hide and Seek. This time I was in the Angel Island level from Sonic 3, and it looked like everything was on fire. Oh, how coincidental! Tails looked as though he was scared out of his wits at this time. He actually looked at me in frantic gestures to get me as if he wanted to get out of the air as fast as possible. I was starting to get freaked out by this. I mean, Tails was actually breaking the fourth wall, trying to get me to get him out of there. So I pressed down the arrow key as hard as I could and make him run as fast as he could. A pixelated version of that creepy scene you get when you meet Shadow at the ARK as Robotnik from SA2 I was playing as I made Tails trek through the desolate forest, trying to help him escape from whatever he was trying to run from. Suddenly, I heard that creepy laugh again, that awful Kefka laugh. Right after 10 seconds had passed, as I helped Tails run through the forest. Then I started seeing flashes of Sonic popping everywhere on the screen, again with those black and red eyes. The music changed to that suspenseful, drowning jingle as I see Sonic behind Tails slowly gaining up on him. Flying! Sonic was running. He was actually flying! The flying pose his sprite was making looked very similar to Middle Sonic's flying pose from Sonic CD. Except it was just Sonic and he had the black and red eyes again. Only. This time he had the most deranged-looking grin on his face. He looked as though he was enjoying the torment he was giving the poor little fox as he gained up on him. Suddenly, when Tails tripped, another cutscene, the music stopped and Sonic vanished. Tails laid there and started crying for 50 seconds. The scene was rather upsetting to watch, and I kind of teared up myself. But then Sonic appeared right in front of Tails, and Tails looked up in horror. Blood started to come down from those blackened eyes of Sonic's as a grin slowly grew from his face. As he looked down at the horrified fox, I could do nothing but watch. Just in a split second, Sonic lunged at Tails right before the screen was black. And there was a loud screeching noise that only lasted 5 seconds. The text returned, only this time it said, "You're too slow. Want to try again?" And that god-awful laugh came with it. I don't like saying god-awful. It's taking the Lord's name in vain, and I'm a Christian. And
Ooh, wait, what?
And nothing. Anyway, let me resume reading.
They actually say something like profaned or something. What happened?
No, I didn't say anything. That was a cuss word.
No, like you said something about God's name and stuff.
Like God forsaken. I don't like, or God awful, because I just don't like saying that. But I won't do that again.
I get it.
I was so shocked by what had happened. Did Sonic murder Tails? No, he couldn't have. He and Tails are supposed to be best friends, right? Why did Sonic do that to him? I shook the shock off as I once to brought back to the character select. The save file that had Tails was different. Tails was no longer in the box itself, but in the TV screen itself, which was flickering with that red static. Tails' expression scared me. His eyes were black and bleeding. His orange fur had gone black, and there was expression of anguish on his face. Trying to ignore it, I picked Knuckles next. The laugh came again, and the screen cut to black again. I stayed there for another 10 seconds. This time the level said, You can't run.
Oof, that's edgy.
I was really freaked out by now. I couldn't really tell if this was a glitch or a hack or some kind of sick, twisted joke. Or anything, really. But despite my fear of what happened next, I kept playing. The next level looked much different. It had the ground of the scrap brain zone, but the sky background looked like the main menu. It had the dark, reddish, cloudy sky, but it was the music that creeped me out the most. It sounded like Gygax's theme right after you... It sounded like Gygax's theme right after you beat Pokey in Earthbound. Pokey! They spelled Porky wrong! I like her. I kind of like Earthbound a little. I know this. My Toonie likes Earthbound. I got it from... Also notice...
Wait,
Huh?
They actually spelled it wrong?
Yes!
They actually spelled it wrong?
I think they did. They spelled the Porky wrong. It's not Pokey, it's Porky. Porky!
Okay, I think I did that right. I don't know if the picture looks good or not.
I'm gonna look at it. Oof, that's edgy. Oof. Edge. Looks good, though. Should I resume reading? Right.
Yeah.
I also noticed that Knuckles looked afraid just like Tails did, though not as much. More rather, he looked a little unnerved. He broke the fourth wall just like Tails and looked as if he wasn't sure about what was going on, but I made him move anyway. He ran down the straight pathway in this dark level. As he did, the screen started to flicker, red static a couple of times, and that maddening laugh came again. Then after a few seconds of running, I noticed several blood stains on the metallic ground. I felt a growing sense of fear again, thinking something terrible was going to happen to Knuckles. He looked nauseated walking down this blood-stained road, but I still kept him going. Suddenly, as Knuckles ran, Sonic appeared right in front of him with those black and red eyes. Then red static appeared again. There's a lot of cut to black, static appeared. Edgy.
There's a lot of misspelling, and there's a lot of edgy blood eyes, black thingies, and bleh.
And death.
There's a lot of death in this. That's probably the main part of the story, just death.
When the static vanished, showing...
Somebody should just make a creepypasta last episode of Hails and Horns. It's just beautiful.
Oh god, no! I already have the last episode. Anyway. If someone makes a creepypasta of Hails and Horns, I will be confused.
It's like, main character killed devil character and became Death Killer.
I'm gonna resume reading.
I'm gonna sue you.
When the static vanished, showing nothing but the black screen. But black screen, showing nothing but black screen. It was showing nothing but a black screen with text saying, but black screen with text saying,
"You're too slow."
But the black screen with a text saying, "Found you." Wait, let me do it. Found you. I was now scared. Sonic found Knuckles already? What was going on? Anyway, red static came again, and then I was back to the level. Knuckles looking like he was panicking. Panicking.
Panic memes.
Sonic was nowhere to be found. At this time, I had that high-pitched squealing from the Silent Hills 1's final boss was playing. Why so many...
Yeah, like, why so many game references and other things? Can he not make his own freaking audio?
Suddenly, Sonic appeared right behind Knuckles, and what appeared to be pixelated black smoke. I made Knuckles turn and then punch Sonic, but Sonic vanished into black pixelated smoke before I could even land a hit.
What, Sonic's
terrible laugh went off again. Huh?
What, now Sonic smokes cigarettes now?
I am so confused.
Me too. Like, what black smoke is he talking about?
I don't even know. But anyway, that terrible laugh went off again. Huh? Keep going. I'm gonna try that one last time so I can make it intimidating and edgy. Since this isn't intimidating or edgy, it's just boring. This this story. That terrible laugh went off again. Then Sonic appeared behind Knuckles again, and I made him punch him again. And Sonic vanished again, laughing. Knuckles was panicking even more, and even I felt like I was going crazy. Sonic was practically playing with us. He was playing a twisted little mind game with me and Knuckles. Another cutscene played as Knuckles fell to his knees and clutched his head, sobbing. I felt his agony. Sonic was actually driving both of us crazy. Both of us.
Sound like the Grinch from like the Grinch Christmas.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
Instead of Mr. Grinch, it's just gonna be you're a mean one, Mr. Sonic. Mr. Sonic.
You really are edgy. You're as edgy as a square and as safe as but as boring as bubble wrap.
Mr. Sonic.
Okay, I'm done.
Just imagine Elise. No, wait, let me say this. Just imagine everyone who's a Sonic fan. Imagine Elise from Sonic 06 singing that one song. You're a mean one, Mr. Sonic. That's literally what she says, Mr. Sonic.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. And then in a split second, Sonic lunged at Knuckles. Wow, reuse boy. And the screen went black and another distorted screeching noise that lasted for at least 3 seconds. And then a text message appeared. So many souls to play with, so little time. Would you agree? What the heck? Just what is going on? I started to think that Sonic was actually trying to talk me through the game. But I was too scared to think that.
Instead of that, let's do this. So many souls to play with, so many time. Would you agree?
So many souls to play with, so little time. Would you agree? I was brought back to the main menu, and this time, the second file box had Knuckles in the TV screen. His red fur had darkened to a reddish gray. His dreadlocks were dripping with blood, and his eyes were black and bleeding too. He had a look of
I don't really consider Knuckles to have reddish green dreadlocks. Like, that just sounds really uncanny. Is he supposed to be like a dead corpse, or like what is happening?
I began to think that those are any other.
So for one, so we got Tails as a burnt victim. We got Knuckles as a corpse. What's next? Dr. Robotnik's gonna be an actual egg.
Anyway, his dreadlocks were dripping with blood, and his eyes were black and bleeding too. And he had a look of sadness on his face. I began to think that those are the actual characters trapped in those TV screens on the save files, but I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it.
Ooh, Annabelle.
So I shut off the game and took a break. I took a nap. Wish I hadn't, because then I began to have the most disturbing nightmare. It was in pitch black darkness. I was under the light giving off by the lamp that hung high above my head. I could hear the cries of Knuckles and Tails nearby. They were saying stuff like, "Help us," and "Why did you give us to him?" and "Run away before he gets you too." The cries died out as then I heard Sonic laugh. I'm actually imagining that now. Ha 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 ha. His laugh.
God.
It sounded a lot like the distorted Kefka laugh. Are you serious? Stop referencing Final Fantasy. I don't even know what that is.
What are you doing?
Mr. Sonic. I am. Hold up, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat. You can tell the story.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna keep going. Since Isaac's away.
I'll be right back. Tell the story.
Now where were I? The cries. You're a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun to play with, kid. Just like your friend Kyle, but he didn't last long. And looking around for the fourth source of the voice. Won't be long now until he's joining in my other friends. I saw him walking towards me, flickering in and out in several directions. You can't run, kid. You're in my world now, just like the others. Mwahaha. When he grabbed me and I saw his bleeding, black and red eyes, grinning face, I woke up with a fright. After a couple of hours, I decided to continue playing the game. I don't know why, but I had to know. I had to figure out why this was happening. This is edgy horrible. But why did I agree to do this? So I turned on the computer, turned on the game, and selected Robotnik next. I still thought it was wacky, playing as Robotnik. But anyway, the level title appeared again, and this time it said ... which I found really freaky. This time I was in some kind of hallway. Didn't really look like it was from any of the classic Sonic games, though it had a pixelated style. The floor was shiny and checkered, the walls were darkish gray-purple with animated candle lights and a few dark bloodstains here and there. And there was a dark red curtain hanging above of the top of the screens. Every 12 seconds or so, the red curtain sways very slowly, but when you're playing the game, you can barely see it move. The music was oddly pleasant. A piano playing a rather sad yet peaceful song, but I knew better. This was the song that played in Hill Act 1. Only it wasn't in reverse. Robotnik didn't look entirely nervous like Tails and Knuckles did, but he did just have a suspicious look on his face, as if he was just a bit paranoid. He did a little animation where I just left him standing. When I just left him standing, he turns his head to the left and the right, at least twice, and then shrugs at me, as if he has no idea where he was or what was going on. Even though I was scared out of my flippin' mind, I had the flippin', it actually isn't in there, about what was going to happen, I had Robotnik continue onward. He did his usual running animation. You know, when you've beaten him at the end of a classic Sonic game and you chase him. As we continued through the hallway. Then I stopped at a long flight of stairs leading downward. Now I was nervous. Even Robotnik seemed unsure of himself, though I pressed onward. As I led Robotnik down the stairs, I noticed that the walls had gotten darker and more reddish. The red torches are now an eerie blue. Then we landed onto another hallway. This one was longer than the last one, or at least it felt like it. And then we landed onto another hallway. This one was longer than the last one. Oh, I messed up. And then we headed down another flight of stairs down. This one was much longer. Took at least 1 full minute. And then I heard that horrid Kefka laugh again. Stop referencing other games that I don't care about. I don't even like Sonic all that much. I like Pac-Man. I agreed to do this for the memes. And then the music slowly faded until it was quiet. As it did, the walls turned more dark red. And the torches were at a black flame now. How does that work? There is so many problems with this. And then I heard that horrid... Oh. When Robotnik landed onto the third hallway, I noticed he now looked really creeped out, though he tried to hide it. I couldn't blame him. I was scared too. Suddenly, Sonic pops up right in front of Robotnik, the same way he did Knuckles and then Red Static. The red static lasted for about 15 seconds, and then it showed me a most unpleasant image. The image showed the image showed a hyper-realistic illustration of Sonic standing in the darkness, where you could only see his face and his head and torso faded into black. And when I say hyper-realistic, I mean he looked so real that you could actually see the lines in his blue fur. And as if you could actually feel the fur if you touched the screen. His face. Oh God. It had the most horrifying smile I've ever seen. And that's saying something, considering how I saw the image at the start of the game. His eyes were wide and black and once again crying blood, which also looked hyper-realistic. Stop saying things are hyper-realistic! Ah! I think we get it. And there were two small glowing red dots and those black eyes staring right at me. As if staring into my mind. His grin was wide and I made a show with angels and demons, I ought to say. His grin was wide and demonic. It literally stretched inside of his face like a Cheshire cat, except Sonic had fangs. Very sharp fangs. Much like the werehog's teeth, except more vicious-looking, somewhat yellowish. And from the looks of it, it had stain of blood and small bits of flesh on its lips and fangs, as if he ate some animal. I stared at that gruesome image for 30 seconds, never taking my eyes off of it. I felt like he was actually looking at me, smiling at me. That face! It took just 10 seconds for it to etch itself into my brain for good. Then the screen flickered again. And then the screen flickered. There's a lot of flickering. Seizure warning. No, I'm serious. If that was an actual thing, there'd be a seizure warning. With red static again 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I heard the Final Fantasy laugh. I don't even know. Except this time it sounded distorted. It sounded distorted. Demonic even. Yeah. That's pretty evil. Like, why do you use that word? It went back to the image again, except this time there was the text again, though it was messed up. But it was pretty much one of the most horrifying things I'd look at since I had this game. I'm not gonna say it. Just read it for yourself. It was when I read that message while looking at Sonic when it hit me. I realized right there and then, this Sonic was a monster of pure evil, sadistic, all-powerful, nightmarish, demented monster, and all of his victims, including Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and possibly Kyle, are just his little toys. And the game is a very gateway into his chaotic, nightmarish world, and the very depths of despair his victims are trapped in. Suddenly, in an actual split second, I screamed as Sonic lunged at the screen and screeching loudly with his mouth wide open to an unnatural length, revealing nothing but a literally spiraling abyss of pure darkness before the red static came again. This time much louder and distorted, so loud that it hurt my ears. I yelled and grabbed my ears as the static screeched for a good 7 seconds. Isaac still doesn't exist. Darn it. Then it stopped and showed me nothing but a black screen. As I sat there staring at the black screen, one last text came up. Ready for round 2, Tom? The annoying... The Call of Duty laugh. No, why did I say Call... What? Ah!
Ooh.
Hey, Isaac. Now sitting more clear as if Sonic was right behind me. It played again 3 times as I...
Okay.
Anyway, played again 3 times as I looked at that text in shock and confusion. Then it got booted back to the main menu, and this time the 3rd save file had a TV image of Robotnik in the same tormented state as Tails and Knuckles. Robotnik's skin turned all gray, and his mustache drooped and had blackened. His glasses broke, and blood is coming from them, and he had a mere dead-like expression on his face. I looked at Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik and cried a bit. I pitied them for the agony they're going through. They were forever trapped within the game, forever tormented by that horrid hedgehog, and always will be. Then the computer shut itself off. I couldn't type back turn it back on no matter what. I sat there for maybe 25 seconds by what had just happened. Sonic is the very embodiment of evil. He tortures people who play his game in more ways than one, and then when he gets bored, he drags you into the game, and literally drags you into the depths of despair, where he can play with you always as his toy. I can't get the game out of my computer. I think it's stuck in there, but at least I managed to turn it back on now.
So this has been this story. I don't know why we read this.
Yeah, same.
But we're not finishing the stream just yet.
We're gonna
gonna read another story.
Wait, I'm not done yet, though.
Not done.
We do that after we're finished. Yeah.
I guess I should read Jeff the collar.
Collar! You said collar like a collar you wear. Oh my.
Oh my God, Jeff the what's it called?
Collar.
Jeff the neck choker.
Do the fanfiction XD. Oh, we'll do it soon, don't worry. After I sat there for 25 seconds, I heard a voice right behind me, like a whisper. Try to keep this interesting. Keep this interesting for me, Tom. I turned around to see where the voice came from. When it's all made me scream. Sitting on my bed, staring right at me, was a Sonic plushie, smiling with bloodstains under its eyes.
You know what this reminds me of? You know how there's Edworld, right? They've got Tom. That's just what I imagine of.
Wait, look at what? Look at the author's response to the story being deleted. I deeply regret to inform you all that I've received some bad news. She's facing 2 FBI agents and a CID. The admins of the Creepypasta Wiki have finally decided to delete Sonic.exe off of the wiki on the grounds that it was badly written and had too many cliches, and it was a bad example of what a creepy... I'm going to read this in a southern accent. Bull, flake, flippin', horse crash. As you can see, I am furious with the fact that my masterpiece, which won the hearts of millions and had a massive impact on the internet, is being brought down by a bunch of jealous, arrogant, retarded furry haters. But that does not mean I'm just going to sit here and down and take this lightly. Nope. They've been messing with the ball, and now they've called out the horns. Listen, everyone, I need your help with this. We are at war here. I want every Sonic.exe fan who is reading this to get the word out. I want you to tell every Sonic.exe fan, every fanatic, every artist, every follower of my creation about this. Tell your friends who are also the Sonic.exe fans if they have to. So then we have to keep the spirit of Sonic.exe alive to make more fanatic, make more videos, block the haters, play Sonic.exe like we never have before. Wow, forcing people to like your work. Build websites dedicated to his greatness. Whatever you have to do to keep him alive and strong, just do it. The deletion of Sonic.exe from the wiki is nothing but a minor cult of a flower of greatness, my friends. And that cut has done nothing but further the spreading. And we are the pulling out this flower. We need to prepare for a victory over the haters. The haters need to bleed for all their crimes. Rejoice, my fellow Sonic.exe fans. Our glorious little hex spawn shall have the laugh yet. This will be his ultimate victory, the absolute subject of the internet itself.
Oh. Well. Oh wait, you have a Winky account?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, then.
Oh, I thought you were gonna draw a picture or something. I don't.
So, which one are we gonna do now?
You'll see. We're gonna do Jeff the Cowler.
Um,
Wait, okay, so after a few weeks of can't speak. Unexpected murders. Ew. The ominous unknown killer. The ominous unknown killer is still on the race after a little. Screw it. I'm not even going to read it.
so I'm gonna read it again.
If you want.
I thought. Okay, then I'll just. Can you send it in Hangouts?
I can only send it in Discord. You can just search it up on the wiki.
Oh, okay, then send it on Discord.
22 days later, she repeats her account to another. And again, signs a written statement. Is arrested. Do together with her crying and let go always call somebody dead. But Brian and Patty Hennage refuse to believe that their daughter was sexually attracted.
She didn't get what she wished for, so he killed Jamie because Jamie wouldn't speak up.
Jamie had no way to defend himself against the side. In October of 2002, there's a hearing at this federal courthouse in West Virginia to determine whether or not Kenzie should be extradited to South Korea to face charges. Kenzie takes the witness stand, and yet again she repeats her story of killing Jamie. But now she says she's less certain whether or not really guilty.
I guess I'll begin reading.
Yeah.
I couldn't fully accept that happened.
After the 2-day hearing, the judge rules Kenzie Snyder legally acts. It's tried for murder. December 2002. Kenzie arrives in South
Wait, are you starting reading or?
I think so.
trial. Even at this time, she says she wonders if those images in
Anyway.
Kenzia's killing were
So I'm gonna start the thingy.
Okay. Excerpt from a local newspaper. Ominous unknown killer still at large. After weeks of unexplained murders, this ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. After a little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. I had a bad dream and woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in a little ray of light, illuminating from between my curtains, were a pair of 2 eyes. Though these weren't regular eyes, they were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made on every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." I let out a scream. That's what sent him at me. He pulled up a knife, aiming at my heart. He jumped on the top of my bed. I fought him back. I kicked, I punched, I rolled around trying to knock him off of me. That's my dad busted in. The man threw a knife. It went in my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of my neighbors hadn't alerted the police. He drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I looked to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face, those cold, evil eyes, and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in this story, please contact your local police department.
The motel owner said she saw a man leave the scene. The court
Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, so they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Liu couldn't complain, though, and knew a better fancy house what was not to love. As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by. "Hello," she said. "I'm Barbara. I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you." "Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce my son." She turns around and calls her son over. "Billy, these are our new neighbors." Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. "Well," said Jeff Smug, "I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons Jeff and Liu." They each
Is it Peter?
introduced themselves. Huh?
Is it Peter Griffin?
Stop. And they each introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited. "I'm getting a little bored reading."
You wonder how I feel.
I want to see if anybody wants me to. Only one person is like watching a stream right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue doing my awful edit.
Well, I'm honestly feeling a smidge bored.
So do you want to just draw right now, or like...
I don't know, but
I'm just going to make some meme edits of Jeff the Killer, or the Caller, I like to say his name. Jeff the Caller.
remember when you said Jeff the neck choker?
Jeff the Neck Choker. Please make that a meme. Oh no.
You should do that.
Jeff the Neck Choker. I'm making Jeff the Collar.
Okay, just like take the eyes and paste them onto like a neck choker.
Or, you know, collar, whatever.
Yeah.
Jeff the Neck Collar. Jeff the Neck Collar is a good meme. Jeff the Collar. Jeff the Collar. Jeff is a neck collar. Jeff the... Okay, there's different things I like to say. So we got Jeff the neck collar. We got Jeff the... What is Jeff the Jeff the tampon?
Oh my.
You know, people are saying SpongeBob is a tampon.
Yeah, I heard. I'm confused. What did you do?
Oh God. Okay, we're gonna just.
Oh no.
This is who I really am.
Da 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 da.
That was beautiful.
Want me to sing my favorite song?
Yes.
This silent beach, the tyrant, like ants through tightly clenched fists.
Ooh.
Each battle lost is a mile gained on this terminal timeline. But we all feel the last few inches, but the soul for our blind. This is our forced entry. This is the argumentary. This is panophobic. And down brick by brick. How did I do?
Oof. It was beautiful. I think it was amazing.
Wow, thanks. I listen to a lot
Yeah.
of metal.
Me too. Actually, no, I listen to a lot of rock music. I don't know if you consider.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
What are your-
surprisingly for a short person like me, I listen to a lot of rock music.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
I like what's that song called? Wolf in the sleeping coffin thingy. Wolf, it's your full fingers more than a morning. Blah blah blah. She never soul.
Wolf and Jack be nimble, Jack be swift. Don't believe your own mates. Tied him, you will leave you lonely. Tied up in a filthy ditch. So could you tell me how you're sleeping easy? How you're only thinking of yourself? Me how you justify giving on your life like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day you will pay, karma's gonna come, go at your death. Maybe you'll change, abandon all your wicked words, make amends and start anew again. Maybe you'll see all the wounds you did to me and start all over, start all over.
It was beautiful. I liked it.
Thanks. Do you like Sirenia?
Huh?
Do you like Sirenia?
I don't know what that is.
It's a good band. What bands do you like?
I like Panic at the Disco for some reason.
I kind of do too. My favorite song from them is Victorious.
I like most of their songs. I like that one song that goes like, what's it called? That song I showed you earlier, like it was like, forgot what it's going.
You mean the Thomas the Tank Engine? This is a story all about Elmo. You mean that?
No, not that. It's like, forgot what it says. It's like, I forgot what it's like. It's like, frick! I can't frick. It's like the Panic at the Disco Thomas thingy.
Ah,
It's like,
people are watching this stream. Woo.
terrible. I'm currently outside throwing out the trash, by the way.
Oh,
So if that's what you hear, like wind or whatnot, that's supposed to be throwing out the trash. Yeah, I think it's a stream and do
well, who likes Seven Widows Weep?
Oh wait, I think I know the song. It's like, frick! It's like
Don't you dare forget the sun.
No, from like Panic at the Disco. It's I like Mrs. Jane. What's her name? Miss Jackson. There we go. I like Miss Jackson. I like.
Going out the back door, didn't leave a mark. No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson. That one?
Yeah, and I also like the Death of the Bachelor. I think that's what it's called.
I like music by Ghost.
Leaving the
Vocaloid.
goddamn door. No better to think these kinds of things. Well, what was such reality? I signed in. That's the one I was going so confused of. Like about, I was trying to say the name. It's like something right sins or something like that.
Not for you.
Anyway, but I'm gonna continue this really weird edit.
You know, when you get out, it's just hard just to, let's get out there. Right now, I don't want to go, but I know when I'm out. Where's your dad at? He's probably not listening to
Oof, I can't animate for crap. Whoa.
Oh my. Vigorous
It's
cropping.
It's Jeff the Wallow.
There's so many untitled things on your Fire Alpaca. I want to see them.
Oh, hold on, wait. It's Jeff the Wallow. Okay, so this is the first one. That's the one I showed you, I think. It's trying to draw in people's style.
Ah, okay.
And this one is VeggieTales in the house.
VeggieTales in the house. That one.
And then this picture.
Oh my gosh. Keep going. I want to see more.
This one I made.
You make a lot of joke images.
I do. It's funny.
Why? What?
Which one is your favorite? This one in the lol.
I don't have a favorite.
It's the lol.
Keep going, please.
All of them are equally good. And then
What the heck? Okay.
Twinkie is actually a Twinkie.
You are a master of editing. Oh.
That's the Vint art. I don't know why I made that. Oof, Vint. That's another Vint art.
What? What am I looking at?
It's a crocodile with a Hitler mustache.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make less Hitler than you because, like, you're German, and I know I don't want to make you mad or something.
It's fine. Moving on.
Actually, my friend actually told me to make this.
Okay.
But I showed you this one.
Is there any more?
This was beautiful. I love this. And then that's another Vint art I never finished. That's the one I showed you. And then I was trying to draw that person.
You were like fan art? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then you just end the slideshow with Jeff the caller.
No, this is the fufu. The fufu. Hold on, let me just. It's Jeff the Wawa. You know how in Blue's Clues the dog says Wawa.
Oh. Okay.
This is my show. Oh no. This is beautiful.
Someone should make that their icon and not one of us. Have one of your friends make that their icon. By the way, you know your cartoon, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to make art for it. Like, I want to make fan art for it, but I need to get one of the character designs.
Did they literally make their own Metaton for OKKO?
What?
No, OKKO made their own Metaton. I'm not kidding.
Oh, wow. Well, may I have,
Let's go.
Wawa.
Could I maybe have a image of one of your characters so I could do fan art?
I don't know if I have any pictures of it, but let me try to. I think it's on my channel.
Let's go.
He even sounds like Mettaton. Okay, well, I guess I could make a picture.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I guess I could draw a picture. Which character do you want? You want Fluffy, Toopy,
How about Toopy? I actually would like to know more about their personalities.
Well, I already told you they're like based off of mental disorders.
Yeah.
But it's not official. Like I haven't thought like if I can actually do that yet.
Well, do a lot of research on mental illnesses, and you can try not to portray it in a joking too much kind of way. That could offend some people. I'm not usually the offend type of person, but
I have a lot of disorder type of thingies. So
wait, what? Really?
like I have autism, I have epilepsy, I got seizures and other stuff.
Oh. Well, did you actually know autism makes people smarter? It's not something they say just to make it feel better. It's actually really true.
I thought it always made me dumber because I am really dumb.
Come on, that's not true.
Maybe, I don't know.
Is that alright if I do it on my art style?
I don't really care. You can do it whatever art style you want it.
Okay.
J-O?
Okay. You can still play but it's the pretty light. It's the pretty light.
Okay, I don't. LPS Cupcake, hello. Welcome to this awful stream. I hope you don't.
LPS Cupcake? I think I've heard of that name before.
What?
No, wait, that's I has Cupquake.
Oh.
Well, hey there. The name's Colorful Cartoons. Ah.
It's like, hello, my name is Colorful Cartoons. I'll be your server for today.
So what disorder does Toopy really represent again? I think I remember, but I just want a reminder so I can do some stuff with the art style.
I think it is, forgot, it's like, what's it called? I forgot. It's like really, it's one that makes him like really stupid. I forget, but
being do you mean being like? Do you mean mental like? I'm trying to remember. Mentally handicapped.
yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell. But
Well,
I'm not that handicapped, but I'm a little bit. I'm not so handicapped that I can't even talk. Because I met somebody like that. Like I used to go to this thing called BPEC, which is for like a bunch of handicapped people. But some of them had shunts and like some of them had autism and whatnot. So like some of them only a little portion could talk. So if you like, it's somewhere in Florida somewhere, but if you really wanted to go to PPEC, you could. Guess what? Somebody over there in PPEC really did like me so much to call their son after my name.
Wow.
I don't want to say names, but yeah, that is actually true. Like, I am not lying. I'm 100% being legit. They did not just, oh my god, they put Sonic at Chuck E. Cheese.
What?
They put Sonic at Chuck E. Cheese.
They did?
Yeah. Shh. Nobody likes when you bark solo. Okay, there, but still, I can say stuff about handicaps because I am a handicapped person myself. So
I'm gonna. So, all right then. I'll just.
this is basically what he only looks like. He's like a red dog. And he's like a fox. I think he's a fox.
Oh, foxes are my favorite animals.
I think it's a fox or a dog because I can't remember.
I think it should be a fox. Maybe that would do good. A fennec fox because of the big ears.
Yeah.
Fontic's character is like.
It's a sad story. It might sound funny for other people, but my friend's dog actually drank bleach.
Oh, that's not funny.
I know it's not funny, but when I say people drink bleach, it just sounds ridiculous to me.
Because of the internet jokes, probably. I'm gonna add more oh, by the way, for the fan art, I'm gonna add a bit more detail to the design so I can do some stuff, but it's gonna be the basic design still.
Wait, do you say Toopy or Fluffy?
I said Toopy.
This is Toopy, okay. He doesn't have a fluff on his hair. Okay, well, that's Toopy, basically.
All right. By the way, I'm gonna try adding a bit more detail to his design to kind of, because I think maybe there should be to be honest, maybe there should be a bit more design detail.
Huh?
I think maybe the characters should have a bit more detail in their design, so I'm gonna add some stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, if you want to do like any redesigns for me, it's okay, because, you know, like...
He's gonna kind of look like a fennec fox, so his fur may be a bit redder.
But fun fact, actually, if Toopy is actually a fennec fox, then, but did you know, frick, what's his name? Taffy, the orange one? He's actually just a regular fox, just an orange fox.
Ah, the iconic fox. All right.
And then Star is basically Star is basically just a cat, a purple pinkish cat trope thingy, but with stars on her stomach and her eyeball. Both of them. No, actually one of them, because I forget their like characters, what they look like. So.
Ah. These hands look human, and it's not a human. Ah. Are they supposed to have paws or human-like figures?
Okay, well, if you want to show your screen what you're drawing, you could.
I'm gonna let it be a surprise.
Oof, okay, well, I guess I should just draw It's Jeff. Yeah, I'm gonna continue the fan art I was doing.
What? Aw, really?
Yeah.
That's flippin' nice of you. Thanks, mate.
Oh no, the brush is not what I want. Okay, there.
I am actually really flattered that someone would flip and make something like that for me. Thank you. You're pretty cool.
I'm just gonna do like horns are actually cat ears, boy.
Okay.
Just gonna make him a cat. Just be like horns are actually my ears, boy. My horns are actually ears.
Well, he was inspired from the personality of a fox, as they're my favorite animals. So,
look at that face. Does that not scream, "I'm a cat"?
No, it screams, "I'm a fox." Probably his spirit animal is definitely a fox.
I see it more as a cat because cats are evil beings.
They can be, but depends on.
My cousin's cat digged into the back of my leg, like it hurted for like hours. Okay, now it's time to draw.
So, Toopy's kinda, is he ever like hyper? Is he hyper?
He's like always hyper.
Ah, perfect. So he's a bit of I think maybe instead of mentally handicapped, he could portray insanity and schizophrenia. He could kind of.
I think he's kind of both. To be honest. Let me just like do that one cat trope thingy where they have the tongues out and like just say meow and like have you actually played Garfield Kart?
I've seen a bit of Garfield stuff, but I've never played Garfield Kart.
It's basically the Mario Kart thingy of Garfield, basically. Soap.
Is Toopy kind of childish? Like.
Very childish.
Ah, perfect.
I don't know. Was that milk? I don't know.
All right. Round fur, I'll give it a tint of red.
Look for Cuphead images, and I found one of Cuphead in like some cat costume, like being a weirdo.
I actually usually don't like it when the only exception for when people turn things into cats or animals is if it's in character, then it's kind of okay. I mean,
Birdie actually said once, it's like is Polly actually a lolly? If I could, like, if you don't even know what a lolly is,
I don't.
a lolly
And I
is
don't
like
think
a, okay. Well, if you don't want me to tell you, then it's okay. But
I
a
will
lolly. Oh, wait, what?
What?
A lolly is basically an anime girl who is like, over sexualized. It's disgusting.
Oh.
You can understand why Birdie said that now. Oh boy.
I think honestly, bleh. He would kind of. I'm guessing he would wear this wooden helicopter cap. You know, the ones little kids wear in those cartoons.
It's like Pablo from the Backyardigans.
Oh my! Like this wooden one though.
Your backyard.
And then he kind of made himself, and he kind of.
Point. I'm doing like the cat trope thingy, but look at that boy. It's Patrick. Does he have? Oh yeah, he's like that weird not handicap. He has that really weird cap hair, like the head thingy.
It's kind of. I drew that. I don't know why his hairstyle's like that. It's kind of. I don't know. I just thought it'd look nice and it would make sense with his shady personality that it kind of hides a little bit of his face.
What if like there was like a really bad hentai scene in the show for
No,
April?
no, it's for all ages.
I was gonna say as an April Fool's joke, it's like, haha, we're not doing this.
No.
And like, it's just I should do that. It's just a comic funny thing.
No, don't.
There's not gonna have anything bad in it, I swear, but it's just gonna be like
I don't know.
It's gonna be like when they're kids and it's like, haha, we're not doing this. Lol. It's just gonna be like, you know, you said like they
don't. You're gonna don't. In case somebody's watching the stream. What I'm trying to say is, what you were about to say was something that could have spoiled something. I told you something a long time ago, and please don't say it on the stream, just in case it gets like.
I mean, it's only
seen, and then everybody
like
please. I know what you're gonna say, and then I just don't want anything to get spoiled.
And Trey, whatever your name is.
Sorry for kind of freaking out. I just kind of want to keep all the plot details a secret. I just want the characters to be known for now, and then the pilot will come out. No, not the pilot, the first episode. And yeah. Hang on.
Poised. But much more. It's like math, but much more fun. Poised. Anyway, but I was just gonna say they have a love interest. That's all it was.
Well, like
not
just unknown stuff. I don't know. That's part still in planning. Like maybe I'll do something someday for something, but I don't want it to be. I don't want anything to be revealed. Like though,
maybe
say
release your character. I'm not gonna like revealing. I'm just gonna say maybe you could just release some character sheets and like what they act like on your Google Plus if you wanted to.
I released it on my DeviantArt.
Ollie, can I see it?
On DeviantArt, look up colorful cartoons, and I should be there.
No, just send me the link because I can't even like you can't like look up a profile on DeviantArt. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, okay.
But what I was gonna say is like for April Fool's joke, I'm just gonna be like this hentai scene is just like nope, JK, we're not doing this. It's like the lol face. It's gonna be the lol face. Kids, and then nope, not doing this. Haha, lol.
Here's my DeviantArt. Some of the images may. Yes, I gave you my DeviantArt. Some of the stuff may look a smidge different from what I sent you because I've made tweaks to some drawings and yeah.
See ya. Wait, did you send it on?
Discord.
Oh, okay. Let me go.
I'm almost done with that thing, like redesign of like or art of one of your characters. I'm just basically taking the base color you have and I'm upgrading it like crazy.
Yeah, that's okay. I can't hear you over my invisible motorcycle.
Invisible motorcycle.
How they have these like diabetes commercials and they're like, attention, type 2 diabetes. And then they just make these really serious announcements like the stereotype they are.
Well, it is for a good reason, so I mostly accept it for that.
When you exist. Ooh, I like your drawing of DD.
Thanks.
But something looks off. You can't just describe it though. Something looks off. Something looks off about DD. Didn't she have like hair above her head? Like did she think she had
know.
Did she even have hair above her head? I think she didn't.
Had hair.
Like above her head, like on her head?
I don't think she had bangs. No, if that's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about did she have hair on her head in general? Not like on the side, but like on
she has hair.
Then like why didn't you like put hair on the top?
That's kind of because she doesn't have bangs that's all pulled up into her pigtails.
Oh, I see. I remember one episode where her hair was like all straight down.
Yeah. I remember.
But anyway, your DeviantArt is okay.
Thank you.
Oof.
Okay, I'm about to send you that redesign thing I did. It looks a little bit weird, so.
Ooh, I'm happy. Ooh.
What do you think?
I'm gonna send you a bunch of emojis. How I feel about this.
Thanks.
Out of batteries.
Well, it's. I think I'm gonna like go off the stream now, but like you can send me some stuff when you're done if you want. Like
I want to send. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, let me just send. I don't even. Nobody's watching this anyway. Oh yes. Hi, I'm a rip off of Chamberlain from the Dark Crystal, and I like ramen noodle.
Oh my. That's not his only trait. Ah.
That looks beautiful.
Well, it's time for me to exit the stream. Send me stuff and type if you want.
Aw.
I shall cease to exist.
Oh, sad. Ow, wait. Ow, wait.
Sitting there wondering what went on her mind while eating cheese.
Wow. One ticket kissed.
Bleh.
Dude, school bus is a total write-off. I guess that's what happened for 15-ton people with little hand controls. What's your problem, man? And what with the voice?
Eh.
Is it your place versus why it's children? But your brains have inside your head.
Oh, anything else? I can track you from your face, but I think nature's already done enough damage. Those are my sons. Keep it down. What the hell? Did you say something? No. And who were you just talking to? Nobody? We need to have guns. Darwin, we've been over this. You don't understand. They told me to get you. There's a buffer. Crazy people who want to make living controls.
Shush! And bored. Okay, well, what else?